What's going on, guys? Mike McIntyre here, back from All Things Sports, bringing you a brand new video. Let's get into this one. What's going on, guys? Mike McIntyre, All Things Sports. I'm so happy to see you guys today. Thank you for stopping by as always. And this video is a little bit different. Part of the perks of being on YouTube every now and then is people contacting you to give you some things to review. So, you know, who am I to say no? So, I'm into tech, I'm into camera gear, I'm into all that kind of stuff. I've done a few videos in the past, I've created a little playlist about it. So you guys can go check that out if you like. But recently, someone reached out and said, we want you to test one of these microphones. Now, to be very honest, my expectations are not that high because it's not the most expensive microphone. I have one that I'm happy with for now, and I have a good idea of what's out there and I know what to expect from certain tech. So when these guys said we'd like you to review a microphone, I checked it out. It's not overly expensive, it's about 50 bucks. So it's a good starter mic for a lot of people if you're just getting involved. And when they said that they wanted to send it to me, I'm not gonna say no. So today we're just gonna review this Comica CVM-V30 Lite microphone. Now, it's a shotgun microphone. It has a couple of different features in it. And we're just gonna take a look at it. Now, I shoot all of my videos. Recently, I picked up a GH5, so that's what I'm shooting with right now. But I've used the Rode VideoMicro for pretty much the entire existence of my channel. I like the Rode VideoMicro because it's small, compact, it's super easy to use. It's basically a plug and play. There's no battery or anything like that. I have the little adapter cable that I can use with my cell phone if ever I shoot with my phone. So it's very handy. Plug and play, you go, and it works really, really well. It's not overly expensive. It's $70 Canadian, and it works super well. It sounds good for the price. A lot of people actually think it's one of the best microphones that you can get, and the fact that it's $70 just makes it that much more of a bonus. So we're gonna check this one out. Again, like I said before, my expectations are not overly high, but we will review it and see what is inside. So, I mean, the first thing it says is it supports both cameras, DSLR, mirrorless cameras, or a smartphone. It has super anti-interference, super cardioid, and excellent shock absorbing according to the packaging. I'm just reading that off the box. So let's take a look at this thing. I mean, super simple packaging. There's nothing to it. You have some information in there. Let's toss that off to the side. Little instruction booklet. I mean, it's plug and play. What's so difficult about a microphone? There you go, that's it. Comica microphone. You can see the sort of shock absorber right there. Here's the cable, obviously. Shoe mount to attach to any sort of camera, I suppose. Then there's this cool little feature here. So you can see there's that little switch there. We have a smartphone icon on this side, and then on the other, there's a little mirrorless camera icon right there. So there's a little switch that you can toggle left or right, and essentially what that does is chooses the setting for the microphone. So if you were to use it with a smartphone, you put it over there. If you were to use it with a DSLR or mirrorless, you slip it on over there, and there you go. So first impressions of the microphone, I mean, it's, like I said, it feels like a $50 microphone. It's not, my expectations are not overly high, like I said before. It's just because it's cheap, it's a beginner microphone, and then if it sounds good, why not pick it up for $50? You won't be too worried if it were to, you know, throw it in your bag or anything like that, just because of the price and everything like that. It does have a fairly decent shock absorber. It's made out of plastic, so that's pretty much it. It's got the shoe mount there. All the bits and pieces are made out of plastic. The foam piece is not removable. Coiled cable, which is good because it'll extend, stretch a little bit. Gold-plated tip, 3.5mm jack. I can't really complain about the build quality. For $50, pretty good. The foam, you'd like that to be removable, but in the end, I really don't care. The only thing I wish is that the cable was detachable from the back of the microphone. If you were, you know, to use this excessively for a longer period of time, eventually I think that that sort of attachment would get loose. It would probably break. We've had issues with cables before. So, you know, that, I mean, that's nitpicking a little bit. You'd like that to be removable, plug it in and remove it. But the fact that it's always there means that you won't forget it. So I guess that could be a good thing. And overall, I mean, that's it. So we're listening to the Rode VideoMicro once again. We're gonna plug this in and see how it sounds. This is a test of the Rode VideoMicro. I've been using this microphone for pretty much the better part of the entire channel. Almost on all my videos, that is the microphone that you're listening to. So Rode VideoMicro, just for the heck of it, now I've unplugged the microphone. This is the internal microphone of the GH5. So there's no external microphone. I'm just using everything that's built into the camera. And I thought I would do it just to give you guys a little bit of, you know, comparison. You can see what you think. This is the Comica microphone now plugged in. So again, I have no idea what this is gonna sound like until I actually plug the, you know, footage into my computer, get it in the editing software, and see what it sounds like myself. So this is the V30 Lite microphone. Again, I don't know what to expect, but just to compare sort of the sound between the internal mic of the camera, the Rode VideoMicro, which I have right here. In the end, I like the way it sounds. I know what to expect from it. I plug it in, we go. It's not overly big, and it's super easy to throw into my gear bag. So, Rode VideoMicro, let me know what you think, plugged into a GH5. This is what the camera would sound like should I not have an external microphone plugged in. If you'd like to see, here is the Rode, and here is the Comica. So these are my two external microphones, just to prove that I'm not, you know, messing with anything. This is the internal microphone of the camera, and we will now test out the Comica. And of course the Comica, which is on top of the camera right now. So again, it's up to you guys. You have to let me know what you think. Do you like the sound of the Comica, or do you like the sound of the Rode? Again, I just threw the internal mic of the camera in just so you can see what it's like. In reality, I would always use an external microphone. I have this baby, so this is what I use on all my videos. But again, let me know what you think. Do you prefer this Comica, or do you prefer the Rode VideoMicro? Again, I don't know what to expect. My expectations are not really high, just to make that clear. But yeah, so, I mean, it's a cool little review. That's the Comica, and I'm going to wrap the video up using the Rode VideoMicro once again. So I'm going to plug this in, and we'll wrap the video up. Alright guys, so there we go. That was my sort of unboxing review and just first look at this Comica V30. Once again, someone reached out, they sent to me, wanted me to review the product. I'll just tell you my final thoughts on the actual build quality and the impressions of the microphone. Now keep in mind, it's 50 bucks, okay? So it's not overly expensive. I can't really complain about the build quality, like I said. The cable, you know, if it was detachable, that would be a bonus. But overall, I can't really complain about anything. I mean, we'll see how the thing sounds. That will ultimately determine how much you actually use the microphone or not. I do think that this cool little feature between camera and smartphone is actually a nice little idea. Just one little switch, TRRS cable, and one little thing. You don't need any extension cables, you don't need an adapter cable. I think that's a good feature. If you're going to use this on both a DSLR or your smartphone, you can just pick up this one microphone, you just slip the switch over. I'm wrapping up today's video. Mike McIntyre, all things sports. Thank you guys for stopping by. Drop a like, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Until then, take care. Peace.